Today I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why you are sexier than you think you are. So this video is a little bit different than most of the Jump Rope Dude videos that we do. We mostly talk about the physical act of getting a certain physique or body and losing weight. And today I just wanna talk about the mental aspect of it. Not just getting the body or the physique and how that happens mentally, but how do you view yourself in general? I think this is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I'm actually pretty pumped to share with you why, in the grand scheme of the world and the internet and social media, you are probably way more attractive than you think you are. The first reason I wanted to make this video is because the internet and social media has absolutely skewed just reality. If you log on to Instagram at any given moment, it pretty much looks like everyone on Instagram is richer, more shredded, and happier than everyone else. And it sort of creates this distorting feeling that everyone else is succeeding in the world at whatever they're doing except you. Comment below, by the way, and let me know if you've ever felt this way, because I sure have. Another reason I wanted to make this video is because I feel like this channel and my purpose in life is to help other people lose weight and go through the transformation that I did. But oftentimes, most of you don't know that I lost weight jumping rope, or you just see my social media when I'm in the best lighting and I didn't overeat the night before and I'm at my best shape. And I think that that is kind of misleading, and I think that's what the internet does as a whole. And so people come to the internet to get information to help themselves feel better, and they just end up feeling more depressed and like they're not enough. Like I said though, I do want to clarify, this video is not like a,
hey, everybody gets a trophy, it's totally fine to be complacent, you don't have to work hard.
No, that is not what I'm saying, and that's never what I say on this channel. All right, so let's get into the reasons. Reason number 1 why you're sexier than you think. Your body is always fluctuating, just like everyone else's. So at a certain time in the morning, you might look super shredded, but then you drink some water and eat some food, and then you're bloated later in the day, and maybe you're standing weird at a weird angle in a shadow when someone snaps a photo of you, and you look at the photo and you're like, dude, I'm not even sexy. Like, what's up with this? And I just want to remind you guys that when you see most of the photos of me on social media, it's the best time of the day for me to be shooting that. You know, I haven't eaten any food. The lighting's always good. But if you spent an entire day with me, you might see my body looking slightly different throughout that entire day. You might, again, I might wake up in the morning super shredded and just drained of, fluids and food. And then as we go about the day and I'm standing at certain places, you might be like, Dan looks like he gained like 5 or 10 pounds. So that's why you should also not be worried about this. You don't just get a physique and then you just keep it forever. The body is always in a constant state of either losing or gaining weight. So my point to that is you should be graceful with yourself to be like, well, yeah, I know I'm gonna fluctuate, but that doesn't mean that just because I don't look my perfect 10 in this photo that was taken at 3 p.m. right after dinner, you're still sexy.
This video is brought to you by Cross Ropes, the absolute best jump rope in the world for weight loss, the only one that I use and the only jump rope that I stand behind. For the 15% off discount at checkout, use code DOTHETHING, which is flashing up on the screen here or in the pinned comments below. But if you're someone looking to seriously lose weight with jump rope, I would definitely check out Cross Ropes.
Reason number 2 that you're sexier than you think is because we are all way more self-critical of ourselves than other people are of us. So, because I do this to myself, I'm like, oh dude, I feel like I gained a bunch of weight. Oh, I don't feel good. And you don't even know that there could be like some girl over here looking at you like a goddamn snack. Like she could be looking at you like, that's the sexiest guy I've ever seen. And meanwhile, you're in your head like, oh dude, I kind of overate. I feel out of shape. My face feels puffy. I don't like myself. I'm not sexy. And literally there's a person standing 10 feet away that's like, yo, how do I go talk to this person? Like I am infatuated with them. So it's important to remember that while we all can be very critical of ourselves, a lot of other people might look at something or a feature on us and not even notice it, or they think the thing that we think is not good about ourselves, they actually find attractive. I mean, I personally noticed this, like, some women, I prefer curvier women. So I'll see like a woman and she's like, oh, or like I'll go on a date with a girl who's like,
oh, I want to lose like 20 pounds. I don't feel good. And I'm just like,
girl, you better not lose that 20 pounds. You better keep that on you. You better stay right there. Reason number 3 is because genetics are a very real thing. So it's very not correct to compare yourself to someone else who has completely different genetics than you. Like some people just hold on to fat more in their stomach than in their arms. I myself hold on to fat, like I gain weight in my face first before anywhere else. So you can't look at someone and be like, oh, I'm doing what they're doing. Why why don't I have the exact physique that they have? Of course, I'm not saying that like you can't change your physique. Like doing the things that we talk about on this channel are certainly going to help you to get the physique you want. But just remember that your genetics are different from people, so don't compare yourselves to people on social media and get upset with yourself or think you're not sexy if you don't look exactly like the person you're following. Reason number 4 you're sexier than you think is because everyone's just like lying to you on social media. Like so many people are on Ozempic and so many people are on steroids. It's ridiculous how many people are on steroids, or I've known people that are just on so many supplements that they look healthy from the outside, but I'm like, dude, there's no way that your liver is gonna last you taking these 20 different pre-workouts. Like this is not good for you. This is not a good strategy. Also, people on social media straight up lie. One time at a fitness convention, I met a vegan influencer who called herself like, her whole thing, her whole business was being a vegan, and she was laughing about how she wasn't even a vegan. Bruh. So like, just know that not only are people on social media on steroids or taking ridiculous supplements or have some kind of like mental issue that we think is like, oh, they're ripped because they're successful, and really they have some like childhood trauma that like doesn't allow them to live a normal life and they're super insecure about their body. But people are just straight up not telling the truth. And number 5, personality. Like you could be hot, but if your personality sucks, then you're not hot. Like I'm someone who needs to be mentally attracted to someone as well as physically. If I just see a hot girl, but she's like rude and not interesting, it doesn't do anything for my body. Like it doesn't make me want to go kiss her or talk to her more. And the opposite is true. There might be someone who I physically don't find as attractive, but because their personality is just so much of what I like, I then become way more physically attracted to them. So just remember that being physically attractive is, everyone has their own idea of what this is. Like everyone is sexy to someone. So there is no rules for like, no, this is what you are, this is what it means to be sexy. And there's a lot of factors that go into this. So again, the reason I wanted to make this video is because this is not talked about enough. Because on this channel, you guys always see me saying like, you can do better, you can do more. Don't be complacent with yourself, which I fully agree. But also as you're going through that, give yourself the grace that like, yo, I'm doing the best I can. I feel good about myself. I like who I am. I'm outgoing. I put myself in uncomfortable situations. Like there is an element of like, you can always be improving, but at the same time, accepting who you are and where you're at in this journey.
Be sure to check out our free PDF, The Only 10 Things That Matter for Weight Loss. It's a quick list that you can print out and put on your wall that just help to remind you the only 10 things that you actually need to be focusing on for weight loss, so you can get rid of all the other complexity that is out there on the internet.
Yeah, got a little sentimental in this video, but this is something that I think is important. And lately on the channel, I've been trying to make a lot more content with what I feel is important for people losing weight to hear, and not so much necessarily what I think is going to get a lot of views or get a lot of attention and stuff. So if this video resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.